Hello everyone, welcome to Kalinado. In this video, we will recommend the top 10 French romance movies, so check it out. Number 10. No Limit, 2022. Director, David M. Rosenthal.
C'est ça qui me trompe. Mais j'ai peut-être fait le mauvais choix.
When Roxana meets world champion freediver Pascal Gauthier, she falls head over heels in love. She becomes his lover and student after the man introduces her to an extreme sport that is as fascinating as it is deadly. Going from one competition to another, in diving locations all over the world, Roxana begins to push one limit after another, totally consumed by the twists and turns of this passionate affair. But where is the limit? Number 9. One Fine Morning, 2022. Director, Mia Hansen-Løve.
J'ai simplement l'impression que ma vie sentimentale est derrière moi.
T'as le droit d'aimer et d'être aimé.
With a father suffering from neurodegenerative disease, a young woman lives with her 8-year-old daughter. While struggling to secure a decent nursing home, she runs into an unavailable friend with whom she embarks on an affair. Sandra, a young single mother raising her daughter, often visits her sick father, Georg. While she and her family embark on a journey to have him treated, Sandra meets Clément, a friend she lost contact with a long time ago, which will awaken feelings in her that she thought were completely forgotten. Number 8. Desire, 2011. Director, Laurent Bunic. In a social context deteriorated by a countrywide economic crisis, the life of several people will be turned upside down after they meet Cécile, a character who symbolizes desire. Cécile, 20, somewhat distraught, seeks comfort from her friends. Her loves, which she meets at random, sometimes have a bitter taste. Alice, misunderstood by her mother, dreams of a great love story. But Matt, the boy she sees in secret, is rather fickle. Virginie loves her husband deeply, but her life seems disturbed. 3 stories and 3 destinies that were never meant to meet. Number 7. The Taste of Things, 2023. Director, Anh Hung Tran.
C'est un peu risqué et audacieux.
Eugénie, a talented cook who, in 1885 France, has worked for the famous restaurateur Dodin for 20 years. Considered outstanding in her field, Eugénie acknowledges that one of the reasons for this is the time she spent with Dodin in the kitchen together. Over the years, a passionate love affair has developed between the two, and their shared love of gastronomy creates unique dishes that are as tasty and delicate as they are unsurpassed and attract numerous guests from all over the world. However, freedom-loving Eugénie never wanted to marry Dodin, and when he is faced with her reluctance to commit to him, he decides to start cooking for her. Number 6. Double Lover, 2017. Director, François Ozon.
Moi, je te mens pas, Chloé.
Je t'ai vu en sortant du musée.
Mais tu t'es trompée. C'était pas moi.
Chloe, a vulnerable Parisian woman of 25, is convinced that the severe and persistent abdominal pains she's been suffering stem mainly from a psychosomatic disorder. As a result, the reserved beauty will soon find herself on the couch of the charming therapist, Dr. Paul Meyer. Nevertheless, the mutual and unfailing attraction between them will make it impossible to continue with the therapy. Before long, the ecstatic yet unexplored lovers will move in together. However, Paul's obscure past will inevitably lead Chloe to the conclusion that there's definitely more to him than meets the eye. Number 5. Young and Beautiful, 2013. Director, François Ozon.
Internet, parler au téléphone, écouter les voix.
Young and Beautiful is a portrait of a 17-year-old girl, played by Maureen Vacht over 4 long seasons, with 4 songs as a backdrop. A story narrated subjectively by the protagonist. A girl obsessed with romance, passion, and carnal desire, to the point of turning it into a way of life, which traps her in a spiral of lust from which she cannot escape. The French filmmaker is trying his luck once again with a film starring a young character, presenting the film in his native country at the 66th edition of the Cannes Film Festival, in the official section of feature films and competition. Number 4. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, 2019. Director, Céline Sciamma.
Je suis venue pour vous peindre.
C'était donc ça vos regards.
On an isolated island in Brittany at the end of the 18th century, a female painter is obliged to paint a wedding portrait of a young woman. Marianne, Noémie Merlon, is a painter who is tasked with painting the wedding portrait of Héloïse, Adèle Haenel, a young woman who has just left the convent. Héloïse does not accept her destiny as a married woman and refuses to sit for a photo, so Marianne must work in secret. To do this, she poses as a lady-in-waiting in order to observe her by day and paint her by night. Their relationship becomes more intense as they share together Héloïse's last moments of freedom before her wedding. Number 3. Simple Passion, 2020. Director, Danielle Arbid.
Dernière, je n'ai rien fait d'autre qu'attendre un homme qui me téléphone, qui vienne chez moi.
After meeting by chance, a man, Sergei Polunin, and a woman, Laetitia Dosch, begin seeing each other for several months. He is a diplomat, younger than her, married and stationed in Paris. She is a teacher and researcher, sensible and down-to-earth. Thus begins a relationship in which one can see the evolution of love from beginning to end. The film follows the evolution of their love from the beginning to end. Number 2. Rust and Bone, 2012. Director, Jacques Audiard.
Allô, c'est Stéphanie. Tu sais ce qui m'est arrivé?
When Alain Van Versch, nicknamed Ali, Matthias Schoenertz, seeks shelter with his 5-year-old son in Antibes, in the south of France, he meets the beautiful Stephanie, Marion Cotillard, in a nightclub. As an orca trainer, she has a special profession. Their lives have nothing in common, until fate strikes and a special relationship develops, romance, and with special rules. Then he is offered the opportunity to take part in clandestine fights. Stephanie takes on the role of his manager. Number 1. Blue is the Warmest Color, 2013. Director, Abdelatif Kechiche.
T'es venu chez moi plusieurs fois dormir à poil dans mon lit, tu vois. Là, c'est un peu plus dur.
Je viens de te dire, je suis pas lesbienne, faut que je te le dise comment, putain, t'es conne ou quoi?
15-year-old Adele dreams of the love of her life. When she meets Thomas, a handsome and friendly stranger who immediately falls in love with her, her dream seems to come true. But an uncomfortable reverie disrupts the romance before it even begins. Adele dreams that a mysterious blue-haired girl crawls into her bed and possesses her with an all-consuming lust and pleasure. She can no longer ignore her real desires. Adele is attracted to girls. Then the beautiful blue-haired girl reappears and she seeks rapprochement with Adele. This is the beginning of a passionate and chaotic love story.